Even mine, the network is better. The network now, guys.
Hello.
Welcome. Someone said I'm supposed to be doing traffic. Hey, I'm supposed to be doing LASMA. How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Savvy Trap Queen. Let me see that your head that looks like coronavirus again.
That is right now.
Oh yeah, step back, step back. Let me see.
Good morning, everyone. Let me do the freeze famous wave, hand wave. Good morning.
Good morning. Amazing topic we have today. Had a bit of it last night, and we're not going to have it for too long. Why a former movie star can be wife material. I saw some people shaking paper, and they said this paper will turn to marriage certificate. At one church convention. You did not see it. You did not see it. Relation religion is number one problem. And I believe it.
Yeah,
many people think that the perfect wife is the one you meet in church or the one from church. Let me tell you, in marriage, there are many expectations, especially for a young couple. There are many things a young man wants to try. The difference between women is, forgive me, women, una go don't go commit, then una go on settle down. Men are in a totally committed mood. They want to be committing even inside the marriage. So the less available you are to be part of their commitment, the more likely they will commit with neighbor, house girl, or in the office, blah, 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 blah. So when you meet, I know a guy who met a girl. I think this girl was beautiful. All of us that time liked the girl. Even we that were married that time, hey, our eye did there. But after this guy dated her for 2 years before they got married, we started pitying the guy. The girl no give the guy anything, no. She withholds. Lock up till the wedding. And then, from the moment they got married, now by ration. This week you have small. Next week you have small. Upper week, let's take a rest for the week. Guy
was he faithful?
Huh?
Was he faithful?
He was not faithful after a while now. Who wants to be faithful inside that kind of coronavirus? What do they call it? How they call something where the people are staying apart?
Distancing.
Quarantine. Social distancing relationship. God bless you. So, when Savage Trap Queen said, she's getting married, she's in a relationship, I thought about it. I said, and then 2 of the ladies she used to act these movies with are happily married. Now, if you catch me, she said it yesterday. And I talked about it with children.
Yeah, boys.
Initially, before, I'd never thought of marrying an ex, even though we all used to watch those movies back then. And I can remember some of the stars from my own era, all that Brian Pomper, that year that we used to do all these bad things before God saved us. And I thought about it, and I'm like, all those girls that we used to watch, to say one of them say, you know what, I want to give my life to God, I want to remain committed. Will I be able to? I used to admire them, yes, for the physical part of it. But what if they were really good people? They're nice, they can cook, they're sweet, they're loving, they care about you, and they know how to do this thing. Because now them they act them. Then they can't be physically attractive, meaning they're beautiful, you like how they look. Is it not going to be good? I thought about it yesterday for quite a while before I went to bed. I was like, because you know when we are doing live, sometimes I just sit in. Savage Chaplain, you said don't go carry cotton. We look like my own. I don't even notice your cotton. So let's discuss this. I want to give the floor over to you.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think there's any advantage someone like you has, being a former movie star? Do you think there's any advantage you have, for instance, over a regular church girl that you just meet in church during prayer meeting?
Of course, too. To begin with, I'm a very social person. I have a good fashion sense, which I'm not. Nobody should get me wrong. Please, no offense. I'm not trying to criticize any church girl. But everybody knows civilization has been evolving, and most of these guys out there, they want to know that, oh, my finances is safe with you. Now, from an average church girl that knows just from the church to her house, what does she know about finance? Nothing. What does she know about hustling on the streets? Nothing. What does she know about managing the little income she gets? Nothing, because the husband would go marry her from the church or from the villa. Most of these girls comes from their village. Like I said, no offense. They pick them from the village. They are not exposed to city life. They don't know what city life is about. And that's why you see at the end of the day, some of their marriages fails. It fails woefully. I've seen
some girls, that, for instance, went to Unilag. They didn't come from the village. All those Lagos girls, all those Lekki, Surulere girls. But generally, they are what you call good girls. They probably have 2 or 3 boyfriends.
That's when they are exposed to little freedom. They just use it in a very silly way, because they are not exposed to that much freedom, because they are not exposed to that much lifestyle. Someone like me, there is nothing you tell me that I haven't done apart from orgy. That's what, and the some, 5 some, 2 some, 3 some, those kind of, I have not done it, and I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. Well, except with my husband, we can go. So
what you're saying is, let me get this correct. If your husband with a couple of his friends and he says, "Yo, baby, it's
no,
me,
not
baby."
friends. We might agree on bringing some girls to spice up.
Spice it up. What if he comes with his...
No guy, because my husband is a very jealous person. He won't allow, but he could just
open to bringing your friends to come and share.
Not my friend. I'm not going to bring my friend. Let them him low. Not my friend, you. A random person, not my friend. Hey.
And you will not get jealous.
No, why? What if
the random person comes and says that this your husband is so fine, he has...
You will not see him now after that day. That's why you're a random person. You will not see him after that day. So what the thing he wants to go and look outside, let me bring it home now so we can share it. Then afterwards he go, everybody go. No baton, there will be no wahala. I will find for you. I have eyes now. I know fine girls now. I'll bring for you. Just tell me the spec you want. If that one will cost you.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
been with another girl before?
if I have been with a, yeah, I have. I have. I'm actually bi, which my husband knows, but I have not actually been into a girl relationship for a year plus now, because before I met my husband, I ended my relationship with my ex-girlfriend, and I was like so into studs. That's like what a local or layman would call tomboy. I was so into them. I've had series of relationship with girls, but after I met my husband, I don't know how he did it though. I'm still very surprised and shocked. Like I have, if I have,
Now, let me ask you this question. What
yeah,
if you bring this girl and
mhm.
then you fall for the girl? Let's imagine she doesn't fall for your husband. He doesn't fall for her. You guys have this spicy
It does
night,
that
and
now.
you now
Um,
fall for her, and then you now start catching feelings, and then you are in a relationship with your husband.
I will not catch feelings that it feels. Do you know why? I
Why?
this thing so much. I have compared. See, in like I said, I'm a bisexual, and I'm not going to lie. I enjoy bula very well. I can want the
Let's be as possible because of
yeah,
censorship.
that's
Okay.
why
I
like
like the censoring it.
I'm not I'm not so crazy over the kitty cats
Uh,
like
yeah.
with bula, because you feel it now. Like that one is going inside. I'm not
Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Let's try to keep. There's something I want to say. Yeah,
yeah.
all the guys. Let me not lie to you. There was a time I actually was in a relationship, and I asked the person I was in a relationship with to bring her friends. I've done it once or twice in a relationship where I asked the person, I said, "Come, don't you have friends?" You see, we need to understand that the man's mind is never tuned for one woman.
Yes, he always
That's why
wants
taste but
explore.
magic you did. And the Holy Spirit in me is plenty. Because the man's mind is always you see, a man biologically can be with 50 women a year and get all of them pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
There are 365 days a year. If you spread out 50 women for him, you'll be amazed. And the man is very fertile. You'll be amazed in 1 year. He will easily, without stressing himself much, all he needs to do is sleep with. How many weeks do we have? 50,
For
52 weeks.
okay, 52 weeks in a year. Yes.
Yeah. All you need to do is just set their ovulation. Set their ovulation for him and give him one girl every week. That
And
is the
he will be
middle. She will go get the belly. The next week, give him another one. The upper week, give him another one. You'll be amazed that an average guy can do 3 girls a week
well.
comfortably.
I'm not surprised. See,
Comfortably.
if you see these guys at the club, sometimes I just go to club and I will just sit there and laugh and laugh. Like you go to club back to back, Friday through Thursday through Saturday, every month, every week in a month, and you end up noticing a particular guy swapping ladies. And so I'm like, Omo, this guy, you know they tire. Like, guy. So these guys are not tired. This type of a guy now would end up going to marry a church girl. Then he'll promise her heaven and earth. Then when she's
Now,
sleeping, he'll say
look
he'll
at
say,
you
and
this.
collect a bottle of beer with
You
his friend.
live this life. Can you cope with a guy who wants, for instance, he wants to do every day?
When I'm not on my monthly, let's be doing now. There is food now. We'll go to work. Let's be doing.
Can you do it 3 times a day?
If that is what he wants, yes.
7 days a week.
Daddy freeze.
And then each of the 3 times is not just one. Like, let's imagine you are doing it 3 times. Then one will be 3, gola, gola, gola. The second one, 2.
Even
The third,
even
3.
the Bible states that the wives should please their husband. So who
No,
am I against?
that level of pleasing 3 times a day. You know, there are men that is any man like that here? Is any man like that here? 3 times a day.
Everything my husband wants, so I will do for him.
But can you really handle it? It's not for you to say do it. Can you handle it?
Of course, yes, I can. And I will. With pride. See that the freeze, you don't even know anything. I
I
remember
did comment to see guys, 3 times a day and multiple sessions per time.
you know
365 days a year, except the breaks for
there will be a week. There will be 1 week where everybody will be free. That's when I'm on my monthly flow, of course, we'll be free.
that 1 week.
Resuscitate. And do you know that? Okay, let's take aside
Someone said Miss Wasma says I do 3-4 times any day.
You see? Because
Somebody, so people are like this in this life. Let me bring her on for 2 minutes. Let's just bring her on for 2 minutes and ask her a few questions. How about people do?
Okay.
First of all, I'm naked. Let me wear clothes.
You don't already go come out clothes. It's a live session we are discussing. It's not.
Don't put me off. I don't know.
Some people are saying, do you guys go to work?
I'm a property manager and I go to work even after having sex 4 times a day.
Hey, don't use the word.
Let me
Using the entry.
Yeah. Just say we do them.
you go in the morning. Daddy Freeze, look at this schedule.
Uh-huh.
Go in the morning when you guys wake up.
Oh, like okay, I'm dressed.
Go. When you get back, after you've eaten, you've discussed how your day went. Not like immediately you come back now you start. No, after eating, you've discussed how your day went.
I said, Daddy Freeze, I did 3 months complete without skipping. More people did this life.
Oh,
all right, get right here. And you are hot like this.
I didn't have clothes on. I didn't have clothes on. I was naked. Okay.
And she's pretty.
Yes,
You know.
And
hi, darling.
We're not even fine. We're even fine. Hey, we have entered it today. So please tell me the story.
So let me tell you something. First thing, one people don't understand that when you're trying to do the do, it's about connection. It's a mental thing.
Yes.
If I'm with somebody, I don't even need to count how many times I can do it in a day. I can even do 100.
Hey!
See, let me tell you something. The things that people don't like understanding that when it comes to the do, it's here.
You're right.
People lie that, oh, no, I need to have feelings. No, it's about mental state. When I say I like you, Daddy Freeze, believe you me, anytime, any day, even in the middle of the night, once you just touch me, connection, circuit enter, the electricity is moving. Without asking.
More. That's the whole life. Everybody's here.
No, honestly. So whatever she is saying, it's so 100% true. For me, I think the highest I've done in a day was, I think, 12 times in a day.
12.
12. And trust me, all the time, everything was happening, because that was from Friday night from the club until the whole of the Saturday, whole day, until midnight Saturday to cover up for the Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Sundays
No
home.
lies told, no lies detected, no lies told.
Honey, let me tell you something. Do you know me? Like, let me talk about myself. I don't know about other females, but
Okay.
personally, once I like you, just by the eyes, once you look at me, I am ready to collect.
Taste buds, come on here, you.
Just by the look. Like, I just need to look at you and I'll be like, what's up? I'm ready. We don't need, see, I always tell somebody, I don't remember the last time somebody had to do all this before I got electrocuted.
Taste buds, they tried. Hey, taste buds. No. She too try. She's 1 in a million. In fact, 1 in 2 million.
Oh,
It's a mental thing.
her food. Her food is, and she cooks very fast. I cannot remember. I cannot forget that fish.
The one where they
enjoying. So imagine, after everything now, before he closed his eyes and opened it, Auntie has prepared food like Zaz.
Everything is ready.
Oh no. She will just cook different meat.
Like I had bitter leaf with tozo and goat meat. And there's grilled fish for this night.
Oh.
Even though there's still grilled fish.
Daddy Freeze, you
anyway,
want that baby this night, Abby?
Why am I coming at this? Because many men, a lot of men are physical. And you realize that when a woman is not enough for a man, but a woman can be enough for a man.
Mm-hmm.
No, never. No, sorry to cut you, but never.
For me, a woman is enough, but it's just women's work.
I'm sorry. She's only enough for your physical aspect and your mentality. Sexually, you need me, her, our sisters and uncles and the aunties and whatever to make you feel better. Those are men for you.
You are right. Maybe when we were younger. And you see, even when it comes to the Bible, Solomon had 1,000 women. Wives, 300 concubines. David was scary. He had many wives. He inherited Saul's wives. He had so many concubines. And then one day, he was standing on his balcony and saw one woman batting, and that's his career ended. So
you know what they say about men?
What?
Men are the most dissatisfied human beings God has ever created.
That's it. That you are now giving us heavy. You see, some of
nope. I don't. They are very satisfied.
Oh my God! I need to transfer to my iPhone. Hold on.
All right.
To pee this night. I get taste buds. What am I
to explore?
Daddy Freeze, how do I join back the live with my other phone? Okay, I'm here. I'm gonna. Okay.
Yeah, with whoever to be your wife.
Can you see me with my? Because I need this one is gonna go off. I didn't even check the battery. Can I request back? Just give me a second. Can I request?
Sure.
So I do not agree
all right,
with.
I'm gonna bring Wowza back. That was one tough session. So sorry, Savage Track Queen. Let me take you back. Yeah. Do you realize how important to a man, how important pleasing is to a man in a marriage? Because you see, there's something I tell people. I can take you for a drink and we're not cheating. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You can come to my house and we have dinner and we're not cheating.
Mm-hmm.
I can dash you some money and I'm not cheating.
Mm-hmm.
I can buy you food or clothes and we're not cheating.
True.
But what makes cheating is intimate contact, either physical or emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you can have dinner and talk about Arsenal and laugh, and you go to your house, I go to my house.
Yeah.
As long as it's emotional and it is not physical, it's not cheating.
Yes.
What makes it cheating is the physical intimacy
And the thought.
and the thought of it.
Yes.
Now, men, you can't, my husband cheated on me, men are scum. My husband cheated, he did this, he did that. Oh, what's going on?
Let me
Let me tell you guys something. Your husband cannot cheat on you unless there's something he's looking for outside.
exactly. And I can't help but wonder, before I became a sweet loving wife to my husband, while I was still like exploring the streets, I tend to see loads of married men. I've dated married men before, I'm not going to lie. I'm no sense. I've had sugar daddies, rich sugar daddies at that. But when you ask them, why your wife is pretty? Most of them, their wives are so pretty, slim, like she's always busy with work. She doesn't have time. She will not. And I'm like, within my mind, I'm like, why can't she? If you guys are married, why are you setting boundaries? What's the essence of those boundaries? Because there's nothing stopping you legally, traditionally.
Now, a question, Savage Trap Queen. Imagine you have a job.
Mm-hmm.
You are trying to get a master's
Mm-hmm.
so that you end up being more marketable, and you
Mm.
have 2 children. Will you be able to cope with your husband's demands?
Every women, every females are built for that. To juggle, to manage, and to balance.
But normally, this is what I've been in a marriage relationship before, and I can tell you something for free. It is the man that comes last.
It's not easy.
Work is going to come first. Children are going to come second, or children are going to come first. Work is going to come second.
But once in a while,
Sometimes social activities will come third, then man can come last in marriages. So the man is at home half the time with something bulging, stressing him. And then there's one girl in the neighborhood that is not so busy that has his time. It's what I've seen happen
that's
regularly.
why, ladies, I feel I've not been married. I've not like stayed in marriage for a very long period of time. I have never been married. I'm about getting married. But in all this, create time. There are even ladies that they're not even as busy as that, but you will not hear their man saying, let me even kiss her on her cheek. You know why? This is one mistake most ladies, I've seen them, they always make that mistake. Before you started dating this guy, you were slim, no big stomach. You always make your hair. You carry makeup 24/7. This guy has asked you out. You have started dating. Boom, you will see her hair like a mad person. Why now? You will say that's when she start doing late night food. And you see her stomach bloating out. Why are you doing all that? Because the things that got your partner attracted to you, why don't you keep up with that? If your partner likes you wearing skimpy outfits, why all of a sudden, because you feel, oh, you're engaged, boom, you're not going to wear those skimpy dresses again for him? If you don't wear it, on that person go wear and for him now. On that person go wear and for him. Like, if I'll take my man as an example, my man does not like me exposing my body parts. I had to. I used to be very wild, as you all know. I used to wear crazy outfits, but when I met him, it was like, he doesn't like this, so I had to moderate. we had to start substituting.
Mm.
Told me that he does not like it. Me now, because I get coconut head, I go Congo the wearer. What's going to happen next? He would leave. He would leave. Those things that got both of you attracted in the first instance, keep up with it.
Mm.
This
Lady, taking
this
notes.
something. This papa and mama thing, maybe something where they plan. I've never heard. I don't think anybody planned towards it. It's something that can just happen. You could be in the kitchen now, it will happen. We can just be having coffee and it will happen. It can happen anytime. Maybe something where they prepare for. Some people they'll say they want to prepare. What are you preparing for?
If they do it once in a while, now prepare, you go prepare. But something where they do every day.
If it's not like anniversary, like your anniversary, you know, say that day, it must happen, it must hop. Like, no way it will happen. But but if it's you guys are living, we're talking about married couple here. You stay together in the house. Waiting with a look for that person. Look sexy for your partner. Even guys too. Some guys now. Women cheat too, mind you. Women cheat. I like when I met my husband, yeah, he was on low court. And I have a thing for guys with dread. Because I feel when we're making out, I'll be able to like grab his hair and just sit on him and ride him. I love it. So I told him, I'm like, I love guys with dread. I didn't ask him to start making dread. I'm like, I love guys with dread. He's like, really? I mentioned it thrice. He understood immediately. Now my husband dread is like up to this length. Because that's what I want. Now, I will like go and look for a guy with dread. Like,
That's another. Now, what has your husband asked you? I'm sorry, Miss Wowza, I'll bring you in a second. What has your husband asked you to do that you never used to do before?
funny enough, he's not even the wild type. I'm actually the wild type, and I'm the one.
But let me tell you, yeah. There was a time
Okay,
in my
let me
where
hold on at the freeze.
yeah.
But there was one thing I noticed from my husband exes. He has his spec, light skinned and skinny. When I saw his ex, I felt intimidated to a certain extent because she's like quite popular there in the US. She's a celebrity too, like a known one. She's from a celebrity family. And I felt intimidated. And I noticed something. He loves girls with piercing. Do you know what I did? There was this piercing I just came across. I liked it. I wanted to do it. But when I saw that he liked girls with piercing, it motivated me. Look, guys.
Isn't that painful?
Yes, it is, but I needed to do it because I noticed he liked it. I just picked up myself. I'm like, I'm going to get the piercing done. It was like, what piercing? I'm like, tongue piercing. I was like, it's going to be painful. I know he likes it. Therefore, I did it.
Now, the question, would your regular church girl do this for you? Now, you also need to understand that.
Okay.
Wowza, just hold on one second. I wanna connect with you ladies today on this especially. The topic is why a former adult movie star can be wife material. Savage Trap Queen used to be an adult movie star, and she's in a serious relationship. And yesterday when we were talking, she told me that two girls who she used to act movies with are now happily married with children. So that's the motivation for today's show. Can you hear me, Wowza?
100%, I'm with you, Freeze.
So the topic is, do you think a former let's say a runs girl or an adult movie star or someone who's bi or someone who's been on the wild side can actually be wife material. Of course, when you get into marriage, there's going to be a bit of calm. You're not doing it with other people like you were before. You're not going to be acting in those movies again. But what do you can bring from that wild club life, party life, that you can actually bring into marriage, make your marriage spicy?
The first
So
I'm gonna ask
let's
you.
go to Wowza for a bit.
I'm gonna ask you. That is the first question, because going on with the topic, the first question is, who is a wife material? In your own, like, who is a wife material?
It varies, wowza. You know, it depends on whoever you meet or whoever you're in a relationship with. You know, men have their different definition.
So what you're trying to say is
Another man's poison.
so there's no definition of a wife material, right?
No
So
one.
whether you marry a street girl, you marry a dancer in the club, whether you marry a church girl, it does not matter who is a wife material. So in my own perspective, a wife material comes with personality and characters. I don't care where you work. I don't care what you do. I don't care how much you scream in the club. It's just you. See, it's about personality and the character. So I'm going to give an example with my life experience, right? So I presently work in Qatar. I'm a property manager. But if you go to my Instagram, my Bumble, I'm showing this, I'm showing this. But on a regular day, I'm in the office working. I have people who work. I'm serious, in a different lifestyle. But that does not make me less of a person who posts always in church, always with office clothes. She's not better than me. So we are living in a society whereby people misjudge people because of social media. First of all, social media has killed the wife material duty lifestyle, number one. Social media killed the whole marriage thing. First of all, we are all comparing, oh, have you not seen David's wife? She does not wear like this. Have you not seen Robin's wife? She's not like this. Why do you have to make me look like your friend's wife when I'm your wife?
That's why I said it varies.
Why do you have to?
It varies.
Secondly, we all have different upbringing. Okay, I'm Portuguese, born in Kenya with a Kenyan passport. My mom is Ugandan. You don't expect me to act like a Nigerian. I'm not Nigerian. Okay, so when I meet a man, I'm not going
to. You are Portuguese. You are Portuguese,
yeah.
Born in Kenya.
My mom is Ugandan.
With a Ugandan mother.
Yeah.
So your dad is Portuguese.
Yes, my mom is Ugandan, and I was born in Kenya.
And you grew up, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Kenya.
Oh, wow. Did you live in Uganda at any point in your life?
Not even once in my life.
Oh, wow.
Never.
Wow. Okay. Now, let me ask you, the two of you, do you guys cook?
Yes. Well.
But I mean, I don't mean Indomie or spaghetti with tomatoes. I mean cook that your hands will be dirty. Proper cook.
I actually Nigerian food more than my Kenyan food. I don't cook Kenyan food. I never in my life.
What cook What food do you cook?
I can cook egusi, okra. I can cook red stew, of course. Everybody can do that. I can make gas soup. I can make obono. I can make vegetable proper.
Where did you learn?
I've been Nigerians all my life. And I've lived with I've lived with them in the same house. I don't do boyfriend when you're living in a different house. If we are dating, we live together. That's my relationship.
Oh.
What about you, Savage Trap Queen?
I can cook. I can make my native stash. I can turn and mix my stash. I can prepare pepper soup. I can do jollof rice. I can make moi. I can cook porridge, different porridge, vegetable.
What about banga?
Banga. I cannot because my hand is scared of those things, so it will pierce my palm. And of course, I don't have to do all that because as you know, my husband to be is not even a Nigerian, so.
Oh, lucky you! You have to be cooking burger from now on. lucky.
Yeah. And
All right. So before we begin rounding off, it's been it's been a very intuitive session. I must say both of you are potential good wives and potential wife materials because
Sorry, I cut you off.
okay.
I'm still waiting from you as a man to answer me. What is a wife material? Before you give me conclusion, I understand. What is wife material? Because I'm not going to lie to you.
he's only going to give qualities of what he likes.
Baby,
Of what I like.
girl, you see, men, they have no definition. They claim they want the girls with this. She can cook, she can clean, she's fine, but it's nothing.
Let me tell you
It's
what
nothing.
wife material is to me. Let me tell you what wife material is to me.
Loyalty.
She wants to be beautiful in the way I appreciate beauty.
What is beauty to you?
Good. I like tall women because I'm 6'1". So I don't want to be like this and my wife is like this.
Hey.
Okay, so
I've seen Savage Trap Queen. You're about 5'11". You are not short.
I'm
No,
5'11",
and my husband is
I'm 5'9".
5'9".
my husband is
From 5, I can manage from 5'6".
6.3.
Taste buds is 5'11", which is good for me. Now, physically, I like thick women. I don't like slim women.
But you still cheat on me with a slim girl, normal. Okay.
No, I'll finish off and I'll come back to what you just raised. Then that's for the physical. The physical is what gets you into the door first. I will not look at you if you're not.
It will help.
What gets you into the door. Now, when you're with the door, I need you to be smart. Me and you cannot be married and pastor will be collecting your money. Do you understand? I will never man that let's go and do prayer meeting church. Oh, one pastor said I have one devil that is worrying me. Oh, that all your beauty all of a sudden begins to sag in front of my eyes. You have to be smart. I would now, those are the two most important things.
Physical.
One is you must be mutually exclusive to me. I don't want to be with you and you have 2 or 3 other people that you are cheating on. No.
Hey, catch you.
Loyal.
Off on that. Okay, she's gonna speak before me. You speak, baby girl. I'll speak after.
Loyalty. Like to me, I feel most men, even like if we'll be realistic, yeah, and if you agree with me, Wosa, can you compare what a man would give to his wife with whatever he gives to his side chick?
First of all, to be honest with you,
They are never the same.
wife, mistress,
Has lost. Hold on.
to me.
Has lost interest in that wife, but if he's still very into his wife, if he's giving a side chick 150,000, I'm just citing an example, he will never give his wife 150,000. He'd rather give her like 500,000. Are you aware of that?
Honey, let me tell you something. As long as I'm your side chick, let me not find out, because if I find out, it will not be funny. Because let me tell you something. You see this, oh, I'm your girlfriend, she's the side chick, I'm your wife, I don't know, I'm your mistress. They're all titles. At the end of the day, we're all doing the same community job.
Oh yeah,
Because
you're actually even doing more.
baby, I've been a side chick. The guy I just broke up with, I've been a side chick for 1 year. Let me tell you something, baby. I was doing more than the wife, because when he's having a fucked up day, he comes to me because the wife can't handle, because she's never been on the street. I have traveled maybe more than 18 countries for me to get where I am. She doesn't know anything about traveling, and her mentality, she's timid, not in a bad way, but she's those church, not church girl. She's calm, she's collected. I'm very wild, I'm a traveler, I do holidays any country when I want. It's a different mentality. Whenever I know he has done something for the wife, he has to do something closer. If he's doing 100, I need 75, or if I'm doing the list, is 60%. If I'm collecting, then I will leave
you to that.
I will leave you. Go to your wife. I don't want. And
now, how did he break up with you, or how did you break up with him at the end of the day?
break up with him, I traveled out. I'm in a different country on holidays for 3 weeks, and I'm leaving next week. I took a holiday from it because it was getting too toxic. So he wanted taking control with me, and then he wanted to be, oh, I have a wife, but I want to be with other girls, but you're my main trophy. So he likes me for my physical looks and whatever, and that the fact that he can take me out and show me off to people, but he's not going to take me serious like a mistress, of which, why should I take it when I can be somebody's main girl?
Yes.
So hold on. You don't mind being a side chick as long as you are the main side chick and you are taken care of.
So you want me to lie to you that I care? What's my own?
No. Don't lie. Just be honest.
Most of these people that are watching you right now, they are side chicks, but in their mind, they are main chick. They just don't know that.
I know.
Bull chicken.
Girl, are you feeling me?
Bull chicken.
These girls are, see, baby, I have dated somebody for 1 year as a main girlfriend, only for the main girlfriend to come with pregnancy after. So men will embarrass you. So just accumulate yourself, appreciate what you are giving, enjoy your position, leave who is on the corner. It's not your business. Your business is what you're receiving. If you start doing FBI life, you will just die of ulcers,
and that's
and high blood pressure.
Now,
wait,
I don't know,
because we need to go and join.
that Daddy Freeze, hold on, please.
Thank
God
was fun.
FBI thingy. I don't know, please. You guys may not take the advice from me, but please, that rubbish una they do. Stop checking your spouse's phone. Do you want to die? Do you want the devil to suck your blood? What are you checking there? What do you want to see? And if you see that thing you're looking for,
Yeah,
baby,
when they've
why?
earned you
I
don't.
am the CEO of checking my partner's phone. But the minute I became a side chick when I thought I was the main chick, everything changed. You see, now when I'm with you,
and now you have
Carol call. She will be calling. Hey, Carol is calling. I don't want to know it's Carol. But when I tell you I am going for a vacation, or I need to buy this, I need this, or I'm going to the office, I have a presentation, you have to listen to me. I don't care. You have to listen to me. But when you start doing anyhow, I will treat you a fuck up normally.
I
I will treat you a
Right,
fuck up.
everybody.
All right. On a final note, I'm going to ask you the question again, and then we're going to go to join Taste Buds.
Then you are not just starting.
You'll be checking. What are you checking? What are you always checking? Stop.
What?
Please. Stop
Now,
checking.
final question. What do you think? What do you think a former adult movie star can make a good wife or a great wife?
Okay, Walter, take this one.
Okay. I know this girl, her name is Maya, right? Maya is in a serious relationship with some Mexican whatever guy, right? To be honest with you, I've seen girls who have had the worst of the. I have one of my close person. I'm not. Yeah, she met her husband when she's only dating sugar daddies, and now it's been 13 years of marriage with 4 kids happily. And to be honest with you, she's the longest relationship I've seen in my life. I'm 27. It's the longest relationship I've seen with anybody. And the guy met her when she only dates sugar daddy. She don't even look at boyfriend life. But it's 13 years together with 4 kids in marriage, and she's still in a marriage. And there's no chance, by grace of God, they will die together as couple. Because that woman,
Amen.
to be honest with you, okay, so I am right now. I'm in Istanbul for holiday. Okay, I came with my best friend. We all came back together. She's that girl. When she's dating you, she don't ask you for money. She don't ask you to pay the bills. She's doing everything for herself. Just yesterday, they served her breakfast. I told her, baby girl, men will embarrass you. Whether you ask, you don't ask. When he wants to be done with you, a man will be done with you. You see, us Instagram slayers, we still fall in love. Forget the package we do on Instagram. There are men we are begging on WhatsApp. Baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm coming to your house. Baby, please give me a chance. We are still wife material. Forget Instagram. We are begging.
All right, guys. I'm gonna do another session with you guys next week, Saturday. Okay. Wowza.
Okay, let me just add little to what she has said. What was that? I'll be brief.
Well, can we have a date next week, Saturday?
I believe.
Yeah, I'm still in
Yeah,
town. Yeah, I'll put my reminder. Yes.
I believe.
On the DM.
No problem.
Savage,
Yeah,
right?
let me there.
Mm-hmm.
Put reminder.
Okay.
I
Okay. So you finally, let me hear from you, Savage.
someone like me, because I'm going to use myself as a case study. I know I am. If there is over 100 material of a wife material, that is what I am. I know my boundaries. I've been on the streets. I know what street life is. I have flirted. I have lived life. So there is nothing new to me. Nothing about social life where go shock me as at this point. Nothing. Because I have seen everything. I have done it. I'm satisfied. To the extent that even my friends are like, why are you not going out this December? I'm like, I don't want to go out this December because I'm tired.
Mm.
It doesn't bring me anymore. And wild girls like us, okay, which position now does my husband want that I cannot give him?
5 Sam. Sam.
Hey.
Then the freeze.
Now,
Whatever she said.
hours.
You see me at
So,
this point.
we cook
So,
food. After we finish, we eat well, go and shower, we'll continue again. So why won't he love me?
but Savage, marriage,
Eh? When
marriage is not about sex.
I'll be pampering him, why won't he love me?
No, see, these men, pamper or sex is not their own definition of marriage. Because let me tell you something that the phrase, okay? If you met me 6 years ago, I was all about having fun, no dreams, no goals in life. I just wanted to be in the club and catching cruise and forget about it. It's a different thing. Like right now, I'm doing my degree. It's a different lifestyle. You understand? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been in a relationship with somebody for 3-4 years. Even $1 I never collected from the guy. The day the idiot made money, he married somebody else and said, I'm not a wife material. After 4 years, I swear, till today, the guy sends me emails and messages of apology, but I cannot, I'm too over that kind of level.
Oh.
No,
All right, guys. Let's close because I need to join Taste Buds NG to talk about some serious stuff. We're gonna do this again, and I do hope to keep it weekly. I want to talk to men and women to get to that part of their being that is really important. So, Wowza and Savage Trap Queen, this has been an awesome session. Savage Trap Queen, thank you for waiting for me for an extra 1 hour, 30 minutes.
No problem. You're my brother. Anything for you, sir.
So ladies,
stay
lovely.
focused, pray, be intelligent.
I'll follow you back that the free.
So be intelligent. Know book, know how to manage stuff, know how to manage money, know how to take care of home. If you tomorrow,
so ladies,
you're not intelligent.
can you see what I posted there? That's where I'm going at Taste Buds NG at ASTEBUDZNG. We're talking about serious stuff now. She's talking about boarding school and all those things you guys need to deal with. Please go there. I am going there now. Someone, girl, you're not wifey. These girls are better wife material than the wife you kept at home. You just don't know. But we'll talk about this next week. So, ladies and gentlemen, at Taste Buds NG, at Taste Buds NG.